Hello, this is Chloe here at Inner Whispers. Today I'll be doing a video review of the Temple of Balance Oracle cards by Leanne Peters, subtitled Guidance from Our Friends in Spirit. The deck comes in a very stable, sturdy box, and the set also includes a small booklet which gives some information about the cards, about how to read with them, and then also gives black and white scans of each card along with the name of the card, the main title, keywords, a description of the interpretation, and also an affirmation. I find the images on this deck quite charming. The majority are spirits from nature, shall we say, birds and animals, also later on other aspects of nature, and there's also a section with cards that are from spiritual teachers. I very much like these animal cards, and most of them I find give a very clear meaning that makes sense to me. For example, here with Stallion, the mind, we have don't allow your worries to control your moment. Get back in charge of your thoughts. Or the magpie, who talks to us of finding shiny opportunities, gifts and extra money. I absolutely adore Giraffe, sacred bond. Stretch your neck out and try new ways of expressing and communicating. But also the image itself, which speaks of a sacred bond either with our inner child or with a loved one that we nurture and care for, and the possibility of transformation. Dolphin talks about our emotions. There are a few that I find a little unusual though. Tiger, for example, is about stopping rushing, which isn't something I would normally associate with that fearsome creature. And Bear likewise talks about being proud of your accomplishments and allowing that knowledge to guide you to the next stage of your life, whereas I associate Bear more with nurturing or making the most of what's available to you, appreciating the good things in life, or also being a family protector. So that one sits a little strangely with me. There are also some slightly more unusual animals, which is very nice to have something a little bit different. And then we move into the more magical realm. We also have spirits from the plant kingdom, and I especially like Bonsai's message of balance. I find it a little unusual that there is just one season represented here and one elemental, but I very much like the Catcher of Dreams as a message, and so too Spiritual Awakening with a beautiful card, lots of wonderful colours and a very uplifting message. The other large section of the deck is made up with spiritual teachers, and these are delightful in that they represent spiritual teachers from Australia, from where this deck creator comes. So they're a little bit different from some of the ones that are more commonly seen in various oracles and angel decks. I also really like the vibrant colours and the variety, and yet also the consistency of the images in that they're all painted by the same person. There are a couple I'm not quite sure about, for example Joy, Ancient Land. The image itself I find a little off-putting, disturbing even. And likewise Amelia, who talks of listening to your body and bringing fresh alternatives into it, seems to be painted in very drab colours for something that I would associate with green of growth. I really like some of the messages here. They're not overly cliched, shall we say. For example, Amethyst Deva says you can't rush the growing of a crystal, just like you can't prematurely rush this situation. Alison speaks of letting go and it's clearly a hard job the way she's clinging to that orange ball. I really like Makut. It says, you are rising up and lightening your energy vibration. Create solid foundations to help anchor the energy, which I think is a really useful message. Sometimes angel and oracle decks of this kind can be a little bit woo-woo, and it's good to have that reminder that we need to ground ourselves when we're working energetically. As I say, I love the consistency of the artwork here. The variety of different spiritual teachers, both human-based and from the plant and animal kingdom, nature. And some of these images just fill me with joy, like Inca Peace with the dove and this fountain of enlightenment spreading out from her 6th chakra point, the Ajna chakra. Likewise, Lady Isa, who speaks the truth from her throat chakra and who also has a little mark at her 3rd eye. And lastly, there is a card to amplify and enhance your readings or your energy. Altogether, I think this is a very interesting deck with a lot of potential. It could be used the same way that you would use any other oracle, I think. And it brings a bit of a variety, something different and new. So I highly recommend this deck, and I hope that you've enjoyed this review and found it useful. Please come back again soon, and in the meantime, listen to your own inner whispers.